Everybody, hit that like, give us a comment, hit that subscribe button. What the hell just happened?
That's my baby. That's my baby.
We're going at it at 110%.
I just want 5 minutes of happiness, please. Just give me 5 minutes.
And they scored. They did it.
Left, feet left.
What the hell was that?
Oh, yeah!
What the fuck are you talking about?
What is up, everybody? It's your boys, Evan and Jimmy, coming back at you with another edition of the Phlite Zone. We were on our high horses about an hour ago, and then that third quarter happened, and everything just went to hell. Before we get down to business, let's get down to some actual business. Our show is always brought to you by Body Check Wellness. It is a line of products that promote wellness, balance, and recovery by using the full potential of hemp. They come in extracts, blends, gummies, topicals. Use that promo code A2D. You get 20% off your order at bodycheckwellness.com. Evan, let's get right into what the hell just happened in that third quarter. That'll bring us to the fourth. Well, let me just say something. Let me just say something. I'll give my little introduction as I typically do.
Mm-hmm.
It was looking all sunshine and rainbows that first quarter. The Hawks can't guard us. They cannot guard us. The only reason why this third quarter just happened was because of momentum at a home game for a must-win for this Atlanta Hawks team that is entering desperation mode. That is exactly what just happened in that third quarter. They got the help from the refs as usual. The refs kind of turned it back to their ways in the second quarter. They've been doing that all series long, and they just showed it in the third quarter, but we can't blame it all on the refs. The Sixers played an atrocious quarter.
Mm-hmm.
The offense looked horrible in the half-court set. The defense was scrambling all over the place, and just like game one, the Hawks couldn't miss. They couldn't miss.
This is definitely giving me game one vibes. I mean, not really that game because it was an instant we knew who was going to win this game just because. But again, it came down to the wire on the first game. But this one's already down to the wire, and you got Sixers by 2 going into the fourth quarter. You got Atlanta fans going crazy right now. You got, I don't know who was just singing or dancing or who the hell that was. It may have been Quavo or something, but they gotta shut the crowd up. Honestly, they did that in the second quarter. They did a really well job of doing that. Seth Curry has to keep hitting those threes. Embiid has to keep hitting his mid games. And Simmons, man, he's not having a bad game at all. He's really not. He just gotta hit those free throws.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same story every day. Everybody expect, and I don't want to get into Ben Simmons in the fourth quarter with 11:25 yet. Yep. He's having a solid game. He shut down Trey for 2.5 quarters, and then the end of that third quarter came, and momentum just completely shifted. They're in Atlanta in a hostile environment. The crowd's alive. Quavo's alive. We don't have to worry about this. I told us from the jump, after that game one disaster where we should have won, even after the horrible game that we did play, I said we were going to win in 5. And the only way we were going to win in 6 is if John Collins shoots 75% from the 3 again, which he isn't doing right now.
No, he's not.
I have a lot of trust in our boys that we will close it out in the fourth quarter. Now, we're off to a terrible start because Doc Rivers decides to go with the 4-man bench lineup with Shake, Matisse, Dwight, George Hill, and Tobias, which never works.
No,
it never works.
I'm not a fan of that at all. Wow.
Atlanta's up. And guys, if you are streaming us live right now, Evan and I are streaming off of Hulu Live. And as always, that is delayed from Comcast, DirecTV, whatever you guys watch. So we are a little bit behind. So our reaction time is going to be a little off. It's not because we're slow. It's because Hulu Live is slow. Let's just put that out there in the atmosphere now. It should make the show a lot more fun because you guys know what's coming, and you're going to see our reaction to everything. We're gonna get into the. We're gonna get into the.
Never mind. I'm not gonna say it.
We're gonna get into.
I was gonna say something, but we're not gonna get to that. But yeah, dude, we came out like guns blazing the first quarter. I mean, it started off a little slow for both teams, who couldn't buy a shot in the first 10 minutes. Like we really couldn't buy a shot on either side. But the refs are getting a little bit. And that's just what it's going to be. It's either the refs are going to be aggressive and let people play, or they're going to be tic-tacky calls bullshit. But it's Atlanta at the end of the day. You got to get past them.
Yeah, no, and even if this game does go into Atlanta's favor, it brings me to the poll today. And the poll is this series will not go past 6 games, and I full-heartedly agree. I don't think this game is going past, or this series is going past 5 games. And Jake, right on cue. There goes that man Jake as he hits an N1.
Wow.
They can't guard us. I don't want to hear anything about the Atlanta Hawks being even remotely close to the word defense because they can't play it.
Yeah,
they can't guard us.
They can't.
And if they do guard us, it's because they're hacking.
And
times
we're out with Danny Green too. It's not like we have like the best offense right now we can have.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
The reason why this game is close right now was the start of that third quarter. There's no reason why Furkan Korkmaz should have been in the game for 7 minutes to start the third quarter. It's not his type of game yet. He is a solid bench piece for a championship roster that should not get more than 5 minutes of playing time unless he comes in and he gets hot on the offensive side of the ball. He is not a starter in a playoff game in this type of environment.
Yeah. Now it goes back to our poll question last week. Will Matisse Thybulle have that starting role for Danny Green? Do you think the Sixers should switch it up next? I mean, if they win this game, they might keep Furk just because of Doc, but what are you thinking on that? Would you have rather saw Matisse out there starting?
Matisse Thybulle better be starting game 5. I don't care if we're up 3-1 or the series is tied come Wednesday. Matisse Thybulle better be starting on Wednesday.
Fair enough.
It'll be an all-time low if Doc Rivers goes with Furkan Korkmaz again. What the fuck is the call this time?
What the hell was that? What the fuck was that?
It's a box out. He's going underneath his arm.
No way. Shock dog.
They're reviewing for a flagrant?
He pulled Dwight down on top of him. Pause, but like, come on. We know. Oh, he's holding his face. Come on, you're soft as shit.
Yeah.
I don't see no blood. You're fine. Oh, okay. All right. Dwight gave him a little bit of an elbow, but
he was boxing him out. He
was.
dropped into his arm.
But there's no reason for John Collins to be all the way down near
this league is so fucking soft nowadays, dude. Like, why can't it be officiated like the Bucks next series? I don't understand.
I don't know.
Because if it was officiated like that, I'll tell you why. Because if it was officiated like the Bucks Nets, there would be no nationalized views on this.
Nope.
The ratings would be so down in this series because it'd be a blowout every fucking game. That is why it is not being officiated like the Nets Bucks series.
No, it's not. Wow.
I've grown a strong hatred for the Atlanta Hawks. I hate everything about them.
That for every single team we play in the playoffs, I just feel like a new hatred. Like,
I mean, I don't mind the Raptors. Like even in that Raptor series, as devastating as that was, I didn't grow a hatred for them. The Celtics are the Celtics, you know? We're always going to hate them. Last series with the Wizards, we all knew we were going to beat them. And even in this series, we know we're going to beat them, but they just have a certain type of cockiness to them that makes me just want to throw Mike Scott out there and play legitimate. Just bully them. It's not even bully ball. Just bully the shit out of them.
We need to get him to fight somebody. Someone fight that fat Eagles fan. We got to throw him out there. See how. He's been collecting dust. Like, he's just stealing money now. Just got to make his worth somehow.
Yeah, and there's a no call on the play. That is, I guess we're queued up with the referees down there. Yeah, no call. We're queued up with the referees. They heard us. You and I are right as usual as a collective group. And now John Collins is bitching because Dwight Howard has his hand on him. Like
he's so soft.
Like, is this not a contact sport?
So soft.
Punch him in the face. Take this.
The NBA is so soft. The NBA is so soft. It is because, and it's not even necessarily like the players. I mean, also it is at the same time because you got people flopping all over the place looking like fucking fish out there. It's kind of embarrassing, but at the same time, like, the league's just been cracking down on like contact.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, look at that. I'm just watching now. Howard, that's a little sus, Howard, but he's touching them all over. He's like slapping.
He's playing defense.
That's actually funny. Wow. He's just trying to get under his skin.
Shake.
Oh.
Shake Shack, baby. Free milkshakes for everybody, baby.
Dude, you hated we were talking so much shit on him last.
Oh, yeah. The Tyrese Maxey jersey came in. Tyrese Maxey
Really?
came up. Yep. Yes, sir.
Wow.
I don't know why he's not getting playing time right now, but it's fine.
He had a few
Okay,
minutes in the first
On cue, he is at the check-in station, so he will be in the game shortly.
Were they going to put him in for Hill?
Probably. Unless they put him in for Shake. Good defense, Hill.
After hitting a three like that and then completely making Herter go into space, I think that was pretty nice.
Yeah. And guys, if you're watching YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, freaking anywhere you're watching us, please give us the like, give us a subscribe from anywhere, give us a comment. We will do plenty of post-game live analysis of this game. We'll give you a recap of Game 4. We'll give you a preview of Game 5. This Atlanta Hawks team is no good. They're no good.
Man, this. Wow.
Come on, Shake.
We got men asking me what shampoo I recommend. I mess with the Suave. I mess with the Suave.
No call? I use Tresemme.
Tresemme.
Tresemme is good.
No way. Oh. What time you got right now?
I'm at 8 minutes even. It's timeout on the floor.
Dude, yeah.
92. 92-88 Philadelphia, Atlanta. What time are you at?
I'm at 8:16.
Okay.
Oh, dunk. No, he just got blocked. Wow.
Yeah. As Tom just said it best. We knew they would make a run. Let's close this out. It's exactly what's happening. I know somebody said it earlier. As long as the bench can keep the game close and the starters come in and close it out. It's that simple. There's no need to worry. We said it after Game 1 on the Phlite Zone here. The Sixers are going to win this in 5. Pending a performance that the Hawks had in Game 1, in Game 5 coming up, this series is not going 6 games. And that brings us to the poll question for tonight, and that is the Sixers-Hawks series will not go past 6 games. I agree full-heartedly. I don't think it's going past 5 games. The Hawks are the worst defensive team in the league. I've watched plenty of basketball this year. I've watched plenty of West Coast games, Central Time games. There's a lot of bad defensive teams out there. The Atlanta Hawks are a really bad defensive team. Yeah. They have nobody to guard Embiid. They have nobody to guard Harris. The only chance that they have is momentum.
If the refs bail them out, honestly.
The refs bailing them out, which was part of the problem in the third quarter. Another part was us falling asleep and not showing up. That's really what happened in that third quarter. Yeah. Danny Green's out. I do have to give props to Seth Curry, though. Seth Curry is playing out of his mind this series.
Yeah, he is. I mean, he had a few games last series that were pretty good, but he's definitely balling out right now. And it's important because after really Seth Curry, you don't have that many 3-point shooters. So I just think that's.
I mean, you got Danny Green, who's hurt, right?
Yep.
You got who's your next best 3-point shooter? Furkan?
Yeah.
Furkan and then Embiid?
Yeah. Actually, Harris. Harris has been quiet from 3. I'm actually kind of surprised because he was hitting threes all year. I don't know if Doc or like they just decided that they don't think. I mean, who's going to close out the games from 3? Are you choosing Embiid to shoot that?
It looks like it's got to be Seth, right?
I mean, if he's having one of those nights, I don't know, Jamie.
I mean, look, our closer is going to be Joel Embiid. He's the MVP of the league, and we haven't even gotten to be able to discuss the snubs that we went through over this past week. Yeah. I don't want to hear it from any Sixer fans saying Jokic played more games. If you are a fan of the NBA and you religiously watch basketball, yes, we are going to be more biased towards the Sixers because we watch every single one of the Sixers games. Just because you watch 15, 18 Nuggets games, just because you watch 10 Warriors games.
And just highlights. People just look at highlights.
They look at the highlights. They look at the stat sheet. Look with your own eyes, watching film, watching freaking Joel Embiid going out there every single night and scoring over a point a minute every single time he steps on the court. He is the biggest difference maker
He is.
in the league.
Yep.
Now, I know I don't want to retrace my words because I will still stand by the fact that I think Ben Simmons is the most important player on this team. But Joel is the most valuable. And
Yeah.
it's not even a question. You need both of them to win. And
Mhm.
without either one of them, you're screwed. And if without Embiid, you're a 7th seed.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Yeah, Jimmy. I agree, man. And God, I just looked at Bogdanovich. I hate that. I'm starting to agree with you. I kind of hate his face a lot.
There's a lot of hate to
Um,
faces on the Atlanta Hawks. They're just a hate to face team. And
John Collins reminds me of Flight. He reminds me of Flight. I don't know why. It just gives me Flight vibes. But no, Embiid has to show up in this fourth quarter.
Maxi.
Embiid has got to show up in this fourth quarter. I don't know what his issue is. He went out for, I think, a quarter, almost a quarter. So I don't know really what his issue is. But it was kind of weird because I thought I saw Elton Brand. Was that Elton Brand coming out with him?
Mm-hmm. And he gave the sideline reporter a little smile and then just pointed at Embiid as the commentators are saying, look, he's fine. And there is not a lot of pep in his step tonight. I know he is he's trying his best, but I feel like he's low-key trying to preserve his body. That's what I feel like is happening tonight.
Yeah.
I don't think he's given the full effort that he usually gives, which is understandable. Like, this team is garbage.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, man. All right, I'm watching Embiid check in right now with a big, I don't know, is that ice pack on his leg or something like that? But no, I think this game is actually kind of important because you got Trae Young, who's not having the greatest night just because of his arm injury, which is
that's bullshit.
Dude,
the reason why he is not having a good game is because Ben Simmons is putting him in the fucking lockdown. That is why he is not having a good game. I'm sick of the KT tape. It's fucking excuses. You know what that is? It's excuses. Why is he hurting his shoulder? Because he leans into every fucking penetration that he does? Pause.
That one with Embiid was bullshit, but no. But dude, Ice Trae, dude,
there he goes.
They just gotta close him out because he's just gonna be throwing up shots. And
you have to close out this game if you're the Philadelphia 76ers. You have to. This is going to be a vital.
I will bet all the money in the world that the Sixers will win the next game if we win this game right here. Just so much momentum going into the home. Dude, we got this.
Are you guaranteeing like a Chuck? Because Chuck guaranteed. And whenever Chuck guarantees, we lose. I know Tom was calling a lot of that bullshit.
Oh, my gosh.
Look, I don't want to bring in any superstition to the series because I've said it 5 million times now. We are 25 times better than this Atlanta Hawks team.
Yep.
There's nobody on the team that can guard anybody. They play zero defense.
Mm-hmm. Wow. God.
Here we go, Embiid. Goaltending? Are you kidding me? They call it goaltending.
Wow.
Yeah, that was goaltending.
We do have a lot. We have a shit ton of turnovers. I mean, no. It's more of Atlanta doesn't have that many turnovers, and it's because it's not because we're not playing good defense. It's just they're being smarter with the ball. Whereas the last 2 games we played, they were reckless with the ball.
Yeah.
So they gotta pull this one out. Who do you think the that ending lineup's going to be? That closing lineup. I think it's going to be the starters.
Well, they just inserted the starting lineup's in right now at 5:36. Doc just took out Tyrese and put in Furkan, which I think is a huge mistake. We'll see what happens.
Wow.
Get the rebound.
Dude, Ferk's been playing okay defense. I don't want to hear it. He's been playing okay defense. You're a hater.
I'm not hating. I want to win. There's no reason why he should be on the court right now.
You'd rather have Thibault out there right now?
Yes. I don't understand why he's not out there. They got momentum. They need the length out there. And Hawks just go up 94-92, 5:15 left on the clock. Sixers call a timeout. Matisse Thybulle needs to go in after this TV timeout or after the Sixers timeout. There's no debate. And James is right. The Hawks literally rely on refs to get their way. It's sad. It is sad. I can't say it better. I can't say it as better as you just said it, James. I can't.
Bro, Clint Capella is about to get dunked on. Embiid will dunk on him, I swear. Embiid's gonna be pissed. I feel like he's got you know what he did against Capella the last game, and throughout the Wizards series, he just has those times in the fourth quarter he just bodies. He doesn't care who it is. He just bodies. And back to the thing that you were talking about earlier, while there's a timeout, the Jokic thing. Embiid, he did not get as many first place votes as I thought he would. I think he only got 2 or 4. But there was some more first place votes for like Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Or some other player. I forgot who it was, but it was bullshit. It was stupid bullshit. I don't know who the hell votes. Is it like executives?
It's sports. It's national sports media, executives. It's a combination of just people that don't watch the games. Yeah. That is exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Tori chimes in, calling us young bulls as we are. Got 50 people in here. Yeah, right now we got 64. Whether you're here for a second or you're here for the long run, give us a like. It'll advance the page. Just keep us going. Keep us going. We appreciate it.
Eric Rose got a first place vote.
That was like fans. That was a cumulative fan vote, because if it wasn't, if somebody actually wasted their first place MVP vote on Derrick Rose, the whole committee is just nonsense.
No legitimacy at all. Like,
yeah,
it's stupid, honestly.
Yeah. Euros are on right now. I'm all for Croatia.
Croatia just took an L, boy.
I love Luka Modric. I don't know what it is. I just love Luka Modric. But
I want England to win.
Yeah, but screw England. Sports media just reading off the paper. Tara says it's literally Skip Bayless. People like that. They look at the stats. They look at a few big game highlights. It's the reason why Colin Cowherd, whatever the hell his name is on Fox Sports, called Joel Embiid the 10th best player remaining in the playoffs.
That was absolute bullshit. I'm pretty sure didn't he have Trey? He had Trey before Embiid.
He had Trey at 8 or 9, I think.
Wow.
8 or 9.
That's ridiculous.
Giannis wasn't on the list. Giannis was not on the list. It's just incredible how some of these people just talk. They literally just talk and talk and talk and talk for hours out of the day, not giving you legitimate shit. All right, this is something we need to stop. We got to get the negative vibes out of the comments. I see it right now. I see Chuck's texting us saying that Hawks are going to take it. Philly Sports Passion, we love you. You're saying we're going to lose. Shake my head. We can't. We got to get that negative energy out of the chat right now. Adam Silver really wants to make this a series, don't they?
Yeah.
Look, at the end of the day, if we do lose this game, we have nobody to blame but ourselves. That's a blocking foul. That is a blocking foul. But it's not helping when it's 8-on-5. In an away game where you're up by damn near 20 points. Yeah, Trey can't finish. He's no good. Anybody that says that Trae Young is better than Joel Embiid right now, I want to drug test you. I want to drug test you.
Yeah. Dude, I see it. Embiid, he's got to lock in, dude. He really does. And the most important thing right now is to not have offensive fouls, because that's something that's happened to us in the last few seasons, honestly. Like getting down to the guts of the game, you can't let them take. Like, you just got to be smart with the ball. You can't be fouling. And I wouldn't be surprised if they start fouling Ben. I wouldn't be.
Thank you. They finally call a fucking foul that favors Ben Simmons.
Oh, God. Dude, I can't. What's up, Andrew, by the way? What's up, man? I feel pretty good, though. I feel like the Sixers are going to win still. I don't care about no fans.
Andrew, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm having irregular heartbeats right now. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm really not scared. I don't
But
know.
look, if this series gets to 2-2, I'm going to be extremely pissed off. I'm going to be pissed off. I think we will end up winning in 6, even if it does go 2-2. And we got to watch out for the hack of Ben now
Yeah.
because they are in the penalty.
Mm-hmm.
See if Ben hits his free throws. Ben just I want to see how big this house Ben is building with how many fucking free throws he's missed this playoffs.
Dude, it's ridiculous. Dude, I'm telling you, we gotta leave in Atlanta until he hits 1,000 in a row. We gotta leave him there.
Stop.
Dude,
Come on, Ben.
Embiid's tired. Man's tired. Dude, it's all
There we
it's a mental game for Ben, dude. It really is a mental game for Ben. We honestly just, like I said last podcast, we just need to get him to like shoot granny style or honestly just anything to make him shoot his damn free throws.
Yeah.
It's
What's up, Ryan? What's up, Don? Ben Simmons
What
for
up,
3
boys?
for the win. Dude, if that happens.
oh my god, Jimmy would. If Ben Simmons hits a game-winning 3, I'll buy a Ben Simmons jersey.
You know what I would do? if that happens,
Feel it in your dick.
I would feel it for sure. I would feel it for sure.
Oh my god! Wow, that's funny as well.
Damn! That's a flagrant.
Dude, we are getting so lucky.
Lucky.
They keep rimming it. Oh, I'm a few seconds behind, but they keep rimming it out. The Hawks could be up by 5.
It's good closing out defense. Every shot that they take is contested.
Yeah.
Bogdanovich is coming up small in the second half. Trae Young, volume shooter, shooting his team out of games per usual. Like I said 3 weeks ago, do we want Ben Simmons to be Trae Young? Or do we want Ben Simmons to be Ben Simmons?
Wait, did Embiid just get a tech?
No.
Did he just throw the ball? Oh, what was I looking at?
So he got pulled down and it should have been a flagrant. If you call Ben Simmons a hack on John Collins, which is a nice hard foul in transition, that's a normal foul.
Yeah.
But they ended up calling it a flagrant 1, which is fine. Just call the game equally. It's the number 1 rule. It's the unwritten rule in sports as a referee. Call the game equally.
Mhm.
How is that against Clint Capella on Joel Embiid not a flagrant foul?
Mm-hmm.
Look, at the end of the day, if we lose this game, it's because of that horrid third quarter that we didn't show up for. And we've been a hell of a third quarter team.
Yeah.
First 5 minutes, we didn't show up.
Yeah.
And with the help of referees bailing them out.
20 points at one point? 19?
It was around there. It was around there. Damn near 20. The score is 94-93 right now.
Yeah.
It's a commercial
94,
break.
94 for me.
Yeah, it's a commercial break for me right now. It's an unwritten. All right, whatever. Whatever. The age thing. Who's missed more? It's been Simmons. Giannis has been terrible, but
yeah,
Simmons has been atrocious at the free throw line. Atrocious. And Nitro Freak, I saw this about 10 minutes ago, maybe. And B doesn't look right. Yeah, it looks like he's preserving his body, which is a scary sight to see if you're a Philadelphia 76er fan. You never want somebody to be afraid while they're playing a sport. That's like that's another unwritten rule. Sorry if that's like a bad thing to say. I don't know what that means, but as an athlete, whether you're 7th grade, T-ball, high school, JV, freshman, Division I college, NBA, NFL, you never want to play scared because when you play scared, you're not playing to your full potential. And that is exactly what Joel Embiid is playing like right now. He's playing like he wants to preserve his body, which he might be the strict anomaly in this situation. But he needs to step up in the next 3 minutes of this game. I have it as Sixers 95, Atlanta 94. If you're just tuning in, Evan and I are a little bit behind on our stream. We do apologize for that. That is a travel.
I can hear my dad's reaction upstairs. That's so funny. I can hear yours and my dad's reaction. I'm just sitting here like 10 seconds behind. Corky. Wow. I can hear my mom and my dad screaming upstairs. What the fuck?
There we go, Korkmaz.
My boy, Corky, coming up clutch.
Greg's son, your brother, just came in clutch. 98-94, Philadelphia. Boys, if we go up 3-1 here, I'm flying into Atlanta tomorrow night in my Joel Embiid jersey tomorrow. I'll tell you that. I'll be there for a couple days. I'll be in Atlanta when Game 5 is happening, so I will not be able to attend that game. Damn, John Collins. John Collins from 3. Are you fucking kidding me?
Wow.
Like I said, if John Collins shoots 75% from the field again, this series will be extended past 6.
Wow.
Joe. Come on, Joe. Boban is cold right now. Ugly ass bitch.
Oh shit, dude. 2 minutes. I don't know if dude, this might come down to like a 1 point win or loss, honestly.
Come on, Joe. Joe's coming up fucking small right now.
No, why would you shoot that? Please don't ever shoot threes, Joe. Unless there's 2 seconds on the clock, please.
And in the words of Zoom Off, we are now on a seesaw. 98-99, 112 is what I have. Atlanta is up.
No, bro. I want to get the watch.
Why is Korkmaz taking a shot with a minute left? Contest it. What? Doc's got to review that. Doc's got to review that.
Wow.
Trae Young's flopping around like a fish out of water right now.
No. Oh my gosh.
How is that a foul? That is not a foul. Review it. That's a fucking block by Embiid. That is a foul in a Game 5 in the Eastern Conference semifinals. Did you see it yet?
Not yet. Oh no, I saw it, but I didn't see the review yet.
Why isn't he reviewing it?
He has 2 timeouts. He's got to.
There's no reason why he should not be reviewing this call.
Wow.
The Sixers did not lose yet. No. Guys, I'm going to private the comments real quick. After this game or the next TV timeout, I will go back. I don't want any spoilers for us. It is 101-98, 50 seconds left. Now he calls a timeout. We need.
Why the fuck didn't he review it if he's calling a timeout now? That would have gave you enough time to have a timeout.
Brett Brown vibes. Vibes.
This is Doug Peterson vibes, man. This is worse. This is
there will be no Doug slander.
All right, now worse.
A2D network. No Doug slander at the A2D network.
Dude, this reminds me of like when Doug wouldn't use any timeouts in a whole fucking first half of a game.
Chuck's texting us. That's game. Dude, there's 48 seconds left. We're down by 3. Chill out. All right. Let's get a little bit of business off again. Guys, we're introducing Manscaped. We have a promotional with Manscaped. It means you get 20% off your order and free shipping with the code A2D at manscaped.com. Unlock your confidence. Evan disappeared. I don't know if he's afraid of Manscaped. Hopefully he'll be back soon. But unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. I just got it in the mail last week. Excellent. I got the ball deodorant. I got the ball spray. I got the lawnmower 4.0. Everything is fire about it. You guys will not regret this.
Mm. I just pressed comments, but I actually put in login. It just took me.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, go get your little tool there.
It's a great tool. It's a great tool.
Yes, sir.
All right, bring us back to the poll for tonight. The Sixers Hawks series will not go past 6 games. I agree. I agree to the poll. There we go. Even though he flopped like a fish, and I don't agree with any type of foul being called like that, it's time to start calling it evenly. And in this game, that's a foul.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was all over him to begin with. I don't like him flopping. I'd like him to go up stronger and try and get an N1 off of that, but Joel Embiid's at the line, 98-101, Atlanta Hawks, 40 seconds to go. Come on, Joe. Guys, I see we have 133 live viewers. Hit that like, hit that comment, give us a comment, hit the subscribe wherever you are. We appreciate it dearly. Joel hits the first one.
Oh no.
You see the flop like a fish, right?
Yeah.
I would love for him to go up stronger.
Wow.
Love for him to go up stronger.
Come on, Joe. He has to fall every time. Come on. Jesus, God, stay the fuck up. Fuck's sakes, Joel. This man said he was fighting lions, but he can't stay up. Come on. Fuck.
What is the commotion right now? Oh.
Come on, this is gonna be a big stop. Come on.
Insert one of the dirtiest players in the league, Danilo Gallinari. 99-101, 40 seconds to go. Joe's got one more shot at the line. There we go. All water, baby.
Just scream it out, Jimmy. You can tell me because I'm behind. I want to know because I'll hear it upstairs too.
All right, I have it 100-101. Atlanta Hawks are up, 40 seconds to go, and Atlanta just called a timeout. So we got a TV timeout right now. Let's hit the comments for a little bit. Yeah, let's do a little bit of business again. Brian Daly, 127 live viewers right now. Hit the like, give us a subscription. Here's what's happening right now. We didn't show up in the third quarter. It's that simple. You didn't show up in the third quarter. Doc has had some questionable decision-making in the second half.
Yep.
The only thing we have to do, it's what this team has been built on. And I'll even say last year, this team is built on defense.
It is.
You have one moment, one defensive drive, one stop to get it done. We need one stop, and then the time is yours on the offensive side of the ball. This is where this is what we've been talking about all year. Closers. Who's our closer? Tobias Harris has turned into the ghost again in the second half on the offensive side of the ball. Is it going to be him?
Curry, I guess.
Curry's the hot hand. Is it going to be him? Is it going to be Don's prediction?
It's either going to be Curry or Embiid. It's going to be one of them. I mean, I trust him.
Or do we give it to our MVP?
Korkmaz? Korkmaz? Dude, I can honestly, if Ferk has a game winner, you gotta get his jersey, man. You can't.
If Ferk hits the game winner, Evan,
feel it in your dick.
we need to get to that defensive stop first, though, too.
Oh shit!
Furkan's on Trey. Why are you jumping? There we go, boys. Locking all windows and doors in the famous words of Mark Zumoff, baby.
Wow.
Another timeout. 16 seconds left, 100-101. Great defensive stop. It's what we just said 45 seconds ago. This team is built on the defensive side of the ball, and they just locked it down with Furkan Korkmaz being on the floor. I fucking love it. I fucking love it.
Ferk with he's got the mint shoes on.
Fuck.
Great defense. Wow. Clint Capella just got knocked in the face with that ball.
Rob, That was an awful possession by the Atlanta. But I don't. Ben's on the floor. He's locked Trae Young down all fucking game. So what are we
How many
saying?
points
Where's
does
Ben
Trae have?
Simmons?
How many points does Trae have? I just want to know.
I think he has maybe 21, 23 maybe.
Trae Young has 23. Oh my God, he has 18 assists.
It's
Holy
garbage
shit.
assists, dude. It's garbage assists.
18?
So get the stats off so that there's no spoilers for you. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Oh my God. My mom's screaming, cursing upstairs.
We'll see. We'll see. Keep the positive vibes going. Keep the positive vibes going. Look, the play was there. The play was there. The play was there. And they just didn't execute. They didn't execute. I don't know what he's reviewing now. You don't have a timeout. Everything gets reviewed under 2 minutes. Everything gets reviewed under 2 minutes. I don't know what is happening. Look, excellently drawn up play. You didn't execute. Shit happens. Now, if you're just tuning in, we just got a shit ton of views coming in. If you're just tuning in, we are a little bit behind, so you'll see our live reaction in about a minute or so, I guess. It wasn't a foul. It wasn't a foul, and it looks like Ben hit it out. It looks like Ben hit it out.
Wow. Wow.
Well, here's the deal. It's going to be Hawks ball. You foul him, and then you get 6 seconds. 6 seconds to try and send this game into overtime. It's exactly what needs to happen.
Goddamn.
A lot of people.
They needed this game, man. They needed it. Embiid with the missed layup.
And here comes all the Ben hate already. Fucking Ben. If he just made 2 free throws, we win the game. Let's not make this about Ben Simmons if we end up losing this game, all right? Let's not make it about Ben Simmons, everybody. Let's just try and keep this as a look. You fucked up in the third quarter. Your coach made questionable decisions. Each and every player made their own fucking mistake throughout the game, and that's what you lost you this game. And of course, referees bailing out Atlanta so they get more fucking revenue. That's what's happening.
Yeah. I agree, Nick.
Right now.
We were up by 18. This shouldn't have. That's embarrassing, dude.
Just turn off your live comments just for now so that we see what happens.
All
You're gonna have 6 seconds to get a legitimate shot off. You're gonna have 6 seconds to get a legitimate shot off. Yeah. I don't even want to put the loss into the atmosphere right now.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody just throwing this all on Ben Simmons right now. I question your basketball IQ because you're obviously watching the game because you're tuning into us right now with the live reactions. So I'm assuming you watched the game. Just because we lose this game doesn't mean all of your fucking haters have to just throw it on Ben Simmons. Joel Embiid goes 0 for 12 in the second half. 0 for 12. Misses a gimme layup to put them ahead with 10 seconds left. If that happens, you need one more defensive stop. You're up 3-1. You get to close it out at home. Game 5, Wednesday night. But no. Shit happens. Shit happens.
Wow.
It was an awful portrayal of a third quarter performance. That's what happened.
Doc's going to have to do something about that because he hasn't been the best. He really hasn't been the best.
I mean, we always say it after every loss. We've lost 2 playoff games, and after both of those games, everybody just wants to throw blame. Foul him. See, 6 seconds left. Trey's going to get 2 free throws. Trey's going to get 2 free throws. You're probably going to be down 3. So you get 1 good look. You have no timeouts. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, boys and girls.
Damn, dude.
And the MVP chance in the Atlanta Hawks arena is just making me want to like puke in my mouth.
That's disgusting.
Because if you legitimately think that Trae Young is a top 20 basketball player, I question your basketball IQ.
Yeah. Wait, is it going back to Philly? It's going. Okay,
Yeah,
so it's going back to Philly and then to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then back to Philly for Game 7. $100, 102.
God damn, dude.
103. You have no timeouts. Here we go. Ben Simmons is off the floor. Shake Milton has the ball.
Wow. Oh, that's all right. Yeah, sure. I already know. Wow, that's actually sad.
All right, boys. This brings we have a lot of people in the chat right now. Immediate reaction. Sorry. Immediate reaction.
38 points in the second half, Jimmy. 38. We usually score 70. Sometimes score 70 in the first half, but in the second half, can't close out a game like that. That's bad.
I really wanted to sing Clap Your Hands. Everybody. Philadelphia 76ers, but it didn't happen. Final score 103-100 Atlanta. Evan just said it. We had 38 points in the second half. 38 points. It's unacceptable. And you still only lost by 3. That's been my point the whole time. This Hawks team, look, they beat you. I don't know if it's necessarily fair and square, but they beat you. Am I still going to Atlanta's airport tomorrow in my Joel Embiid jersey? Yes, I am. 103-100 final score. Scored 38 points in the second half. Tobias disappeared in the second half. Joel Embiid went 0 in the second half. Ben Simmons has 2 points in the second half. Seth Curry doesn't show up in the second half. Nobody shows up in the second half. Doc Rivers doesn't show up in the second half.
Nope.
You know who did show up in the second half? The NBA officials and the Atlanta Hawks. They show up in the second half. It's just that simple. That's why we lose that game. They show up. We don't. They wanted it more than us tonight.
They did.
Joel Embiid was playing scared. John Collins shot 1 for 3 from 3. So 33%. All right. Trae Young, 8 for 26 from the field, 25 points, 18 assists.
Wow.
Tobias Harris ends up with 20 points. Joel Embiid ends up with 17 and 21 rebounds. Ben Simmons, 11 points, 9 assists, 12 rebounds. Seth Curry, 17 points. Furkan, 10.
It's the bench too, man. It's the bench too. I don't want to go and blame our stars like that, but it's also like you don't have Danny Green still. You're not going to have Danny Green. Maybe this isn't as bad as everyone wants to play it out to be. I mean, yeah, we did just lose that game, but also if that Nets series turns ugly, and we'll get to that later, and it like you already know what's going to happen. Probably the Bucks might actually pull it out. We'll see about that one. But if we go 7, it might not be as bad as not 7, but 6. You know what I mean? Because Danny Green is such an important piece, and to have him back for the next series healthy would be very nice. But we'll see about it.
Yeah. Justin says it straight up. It's fucking pathetic. Second half performance. How does Embiid go 0 for 12 and not a single other person can step up? Tobias turns into the ghost again. Ben Simmons has 2 second half points. It's bad, dude. It's freaking bad.
It's bad.
It's a bad loss. Here's the thing though. It goes back to the poll. Is this series going to 7? It's not. We're winning in game 5, and it's going to be a blowout. We're routing them. And then you come back and get your revenge in Atlanta for game 6.
Yeah.
Friday night.
That better be a rout too, because it better be.
I don't need any overreaction tonight. I know it's fresh. Just you're pouring salt into our wounds right now. But Evan and I need everybody to just relax. We don't need any narratives going out. We don't need anybody's agenda. We don't need any negative vibes about Embiid isn't going to be 100% healthy for the rest of the playoffs. I don't care about any of that right now. I want to take it game by game.
I think people are more mad at the fact that the series just isn't over and the fact that the fans keep talking or Bogdanovich keeps talking. We're going to win the series.
Yeah.
We are going to win this series, and I don't see how we can lose it. I really don't. Unless Joel Embiid breaks his neck and Ben Simmons goes 0 for 100 in the next 100 free throws.
God forbid.
I don't see us losing this. I just think fans just want it to be over quicker, which sometimes isn't always the best, but
yeah. And I'm starting to get a little bit more positive vibes. Philly Sports Passion. The game was supposed to be a blowout. We're going to be okay. The first half tells you everything you need to know about this series. We just didn't have it in the second half. They didn't show up. They thought it was going to come easy to them. Joe thought it was going to come easy to him. And then when Joe starts to shut down, the team doesn't know what to do. They only know what to do when they know for a fact that Joel Embiid won't be playing. And that's exactly what happened tonight. They were expecting Joe to bail him out. And when they know that Joe isn't – when they know for a fact before they go into the game that Joe's going to be out, that's when Tobias starts to go off.
Yeah.
That's when Ben knows that he has to take over. Joe was kind of just prancing all over the court tonight.
Yeah.
And I don't want to make excuses for this team.
He was. I agree with you, Jimmy. He was. I mean, he had a shit ton of rebounds, but 17 points. We need 25 plus from him every night, almost 30. So if he can't score that much against Clint Capella, who's not that great of a defender, he's a big body. I mean, like, come on, you gotta. There's gonna be harder tasks, and the Sixers just need to get through it. I think they will. They definitely will. But having Danny Green out is a lot bigger than people. Like, I hate the people who actually said Danny Green was what they say it was a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, that was terrible.
What are you talking about?
You don't know basketball. You don't know basketball. If you have Danny Green tonight, you win.
Dude, I hate some of our fan base. I hate it. I hate it.
I hate the loud minority of our fan base because it's a minority that has stupid cold takes. But most of the minority of the fan base that does the cold takes, they don't watch the games. They look at the stats. They're just checking in right now. They're looking through the stat sheet. They're seeing that Ben Simmons had 11 points. They're seeing that Joel Embiid had 17, and they just want to throw the BS that they're not as good as they always been. It's one game. It was one half, to be completely honest with you. It was one half.
It was
terrible call by the refs to end the game. In no way, shape, or form that call on Embiid should have been a foul. And Doc should have challenged it, especially if you're going to call timeout anyway.
Yeah. And that was honestly our first bad half of maybe this playoff series. I mean, we really didn't have any, like, too many of them. Washington series, wasn't that bad, but maybe the first game, the first half of the first game was a little itchy, but like,
well, here's the deal: one quarter
can lose you a game.
One quarter cost us, and that was game one. The first quarter cost us that game. That put us down in the hole 1-0. And again, 2 quarters lost us game 4. We've played 3 bad quarters of basketball in a total of 16 quarters now against this putrid Atlanta Hawks team. We've won 13 quarters. Yeah. The series is going past 6.
People seem to forget that Atlanta's a good team at home. They're a good team at home. I think that win against the Sixers was just Sixers didn't know how to react, and half it is on our coach.
Yeah.
They're a good team at home.
And you know what, Ev? This is another thing that I want to call out. I want to call out all the degenerates that bet on your own sports teams, and you let that affect you emotionally. And that's what presents you your takes. You're not a true fan if you let that overcome you.
No, that's bad.
Stick to gambling, my guy.
I agree.
If you're going to let it affect your sports takes, don't bet on your own team. It's that simple. And that's what I'm calling out Sebastian right now, because Sebastian, you just said it's going to 7. Look, it could. Do I think it's going to happen? No. Am I going to guarantee it? No. Because the Hawks played awful tonight. We played some of the worst basketball I've seen in maybe since the process years in the second half. The half-court set was terrible.
Wow.
Yeah. Jason says it best. We played a hell of a fucking first half, and then that second half happened, and they were just expecting Atlanta to just lay down on us.
Mhm.
It didn't. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. Rob, you're right. 38 points in 24 minutes. It's pathetic. It's pathetic.
Wow.
All right,
That's
and this is something I disagree on, Cameron. What makes me angry is I don't see the killer instinct yet in this team. They still believe team are roll over late. All right, so I only understand the first half of this. What makes me angry is I don't see the killer instinct yet in this team. I don't understand what you're watching. I don't know, Cam. Like after tonight, yeah, maybe, but it's one loss. Let's not overreact.
Yeah.
Let's not become the Negadelphia 76ers as a lot of us, because we're negative. That's what we are. We're pessimists. 70% of this freaking town is just pessimistic, and it's understandable. We felt a lot of pain over the years. It's that simple.
We
But
did.
this team is good. You're missing a starter in Danny Green. You have a hobbled Joel Embiid that just didn't look like he had it tonight. He went 0 for 12 in the second half of this basketball game. They didn't show up in the second half. Let's not overreact to it. All right?
Yeah.
Listen to the boss. We'll win this series. Everyone relax. It's that simple.
Yeah, I hate that people are overreacting about this. I mean, you're going to lose playoff games you shouldn't be losing. I think that's part of it. Like, no team usually sweeps in the playoffs. Like, teams are good enough now to where you're not going to sweep every single team unless you're the Suns.
And
I mean, the
then,
Suns didn't even sweep, but they swept the Nuggets. But at the same time, like,
well, the Nuggets are no good.
yeah,
They're no
but
good. They're just as bad as the Hawks.
yeah,
And I'm going to be confident with this. I'll take this to the grave. And then if I end up being wrong and we end up losing this series, it's going to be bad. I'll take all the heat you want. I'll come on every Monday night, everything like that. But it's not going to happen. We're beating the Hawks. Everybody relax. Yeah. Shaq and Chuck are about to have a field day. And thanks, Chuck, for guaranteeing a win. I don't believe in that superstitious bullshit, but that second half was putrid. And Trae Young, let's talk about Trae Young for a little bit, because I know Tom posted his little thing during the game while we were up big, while we were all flexing our muscles because it looked like we were on our way to a 3-1 series lead. And if you weren't flexing your muscles, I question whether you have a soul, whether you have emotions, because nobody could have predicted the second half to go the way it did. Nobody.
yeah.
And the way that Trae Young has been shut down since Ben Simmons has been put on him, it's apparent. It's apparent that we have the best defensive player on the planet.
I agree.
And that's another reason why we're winning this series in 6. It goes back to the poll. The series is not going past 7 or 6 games. There will not be a game 7 in the series.
Hell no. Hell no.
Ah, Sebastian, you're a Knicks fan. That's what it is.
Man.
Yeah, Trae Young, you are not as good as basketball as you think you are. You are not as good as basketball as the national media perceives you to be. And we see it every single time. I know the boys called it out maybe last Wednesday night. It was during one of the live reaction shows where every single fucking time there was a stoppage in play and Trae Young is sitting on the bench, the camera goes over to him, turns it on to him like he's freaking the reincarnation of Michael Jordan or freaking Oscar Robertson.
Yeah.
Dude, you're not that good.
You're not that guy. As like the TikTok trend like to say, you're not that guy.
You ain't it, Chief.
You're not
You ain't it.
Man. I don't know.
Look, Guys, listen to me on this. I know I'm a big Simmons fanboy, but I agree with this. Simmons, you need to step up when Joe just doesn't look like he has it. You can't just assume that he's going to give you 40 points every night. And Ben, you are the second player on this team. You were the second cornerstone of this team. You can't be giving us 2 points in the second half, Ben. You can't. I know you're playing your heart out on defense. I know you are. Trust me. I say it every single fucking week. I say it every single day. Text it out to the boys every single day. I defend you every single day, Ben Simmons.
Ben's legal team. That's what it is.
Dude, I am Ben Simmons' legal team. But that second half was just atrocious on the offensive side of the ball.
It was. And it wasn't even just for Ben. It was for everybody.
Well,
like
yeah.
you said, like they were all dude, in the first half, I thought this was gonna be a blowout. I honestly did. When they were up 20, I was like, this isn't even a game anymore. But then they came out like shit at halftime because they sat back and they were playing so they weren't playing aggressive anymore. They just I don't know what Doc needs to get in Ben's face every few fucking minutes or something. Like it's a thing with him too. He needs to start getting everyone's fucking face, honestly. And he needs to start showing it on the fucking sideline, not in the back. You need to start showing it. So that shit's not gonna. You need to be aggressive 24/7. I'm like the fact that Ben had to be told to be aggressive and had to get screamed at for it.
Yeah. Howie, you seem like you're Howie Roseman. You seem like a freaking just a delight to be around, Howie P.
That's definitely a burner. Somebody's
starting point. It's your burner, probably. Starting point guard in the league and can't shoot. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here. How about you get the fuck out of here, Howie? Like, I don't understand what else we have to tell you. Even the haters accept the fact that he doesn't shoot the ball. That's not his game. But if you listen to Tom about 2 hours ago on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, wherever you fucking follow us, where he gave you a little 15-second crumb, it was this series turned around when Doc Rivers put Ben Simmons, the defensive player of the year, on Trae Young. He shot 8 for 25 from the field tonight. Should have shot his team out of the game because you still should have won this game tonight. Yeah. After everything, Joel Embiid misses a fucking layup. And Howie, you have nothing to say about that? But no, it always goes back to Ben. And this is the type of people that ruin our franchise. Because the media listens to you, and then the media gets to freaking Doc Rivers. The team watches those press conferences, and then there's a division in the locker room.
Yeah.
If you
it's the media too. The media is going to push the narrative. I mean, if the Sixers don't win the finals, that's going to be a push narrative. You already know this offseason that Ben and Joel, that Ben should get traded, honestly. So,
yeah, Sebastian and Ben Simmons is quicker. I don't know how many brain cells you have if you still think that Ben Simmons shouldn't be on this team. The series is not going to 7 games, Brian. And I know he hits a big shot down the stretch, but that's bad news.
Mm-hmm.
I called it out in freaking January. Korkmaz cannot be on the floor in a Game 5 of the Eastern Conference semifinals.
I don't know. So I guess dude, how many points did Furk have last night?
What?
Or how many points did Furk get tonight? Did you get 17, you said? Or 11 or something like that?
How many points did Korkmaz get?
Yeah. And how many minutes did Thibault get? I want to know how many points.
Well, Thibault better be doubling Korkmaz's minutes during Game 5.
God damn, dude, I fucking wish that he had an offensive game like that. He can shoot.
So Korkmaz plays 25 minutes, 10 points, 2 for 5 from 3, 4 for 9 from the field, has a -13.
Mm-hmm.
-13. Just keep that in mind. Tobias Harris had a -8. Joe had 0. Ben had 0. Seth Curry had +4. Matisse Thybulle had a -1. Compare -1 to -13. Korkmaz is not quick enough to be on the defensive side of the ball in this series. He's done. He's cooked. What are you eating, like Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Cocoa Puffs? Captain Crunch?
Taffy apple pizza.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, I'm hungry. But
No, you're all good.
yeah, man. That losing just got me an appetite.
Well,
But
yeah, the plus minus tells the story, and I know like some
Mhm.
people love it, some people hate it, but the plus minus tells the story tonight.
it does. It really
Like,
does. That's for the people who don't watch the game and look at the stats. You'll see Russell Westbrook will have a 40-point game, but his plus minus might be minus.
Well, I don't freaking look at the stats until after the game, so
Yeah.
that I watch the game, I look at the stats, and then I rewatch the game.
Yeah.
After I watch the game the first time and I look at the stats, I'll see if the stats told me the story. And the one stat that did tell me the story was Furkan Korkmaz was a -13, and Matisse Seibel was a -1. Matisse shot 1 for 5 from 3. Korkmaz was a 2 for 5 from 3.
Wow.
It's 3 points, dude.
We need to see a little bit more from Maxey out there when he's. I want to see a little bit more minutes for him because
Maxey had the best plus minus on the team. He plays 7 minutes and his plus minus is +7.
wow, he hit that 3. Like I trust him.
That was big. That 3 was big. It should have been honestly, that 3 should have been the dagger. And you should have came out like you came out in the first half. But you didn't. Is it because Furkan Korkmaz was on the floor? Maybe. Is it because Joel Embiid has a bad will? Maybe. Is it because Ben Simmons went into a shell on the offensive side of the ball, scoring-wise? Maybe. At the end of the day, no matter what we say, it's an L. It's an L.
Mm. Mm. We didn't have that many turnovers either.
We had 12 turnovers.
12? Yeah. 12 turnovers against what, 3? 4?
Atlanta had 4 turnovers.
They were smart with the ball. If you look at the games before, Atlanta was in the 10s each game.
Yeah.
They were not playing smart with the ball.
Mm-hmm.
But then when they play smart with the ball and you have a shit ton of turnovers like that and you only lose by 2, or 3, rather. But I don't see why people think that Atlanta actually is going to win the series. I don't.
Yeah. And Styles, this has been my point for 2.5 years now. It's toxic. The dial is toxic. Everybody's got to stop listening to the dial and start listening to ATD. Because we tell it how it is. We might get a little extreme to try and defend our guys. We don't want to run guys out of town. We'll tell you for how it is. Tommy will tell you how it is. Sports Hounds before us, they'll tell it how it is. Everybody on the station will tell you what they see and how it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's gonna be such an issue for people who want Ben Simmons to stay. It's just like that's gonna be a narrative that's pushed this offseason.
Yeah. Just
like the Carson Wentz.
Yep.
It's like that for almost everybody.
Atlanta had 12 offensive rebounds.
Against what? Our 4? 8?
Simmons had 3 of them. But at the end of the day, we lose the game because of the second half performance. Joel Embiid goes over 12 in the second. Joey says it best. He says all of this, but at the end of the day, Sixers in 6. A lot of people predicted Sixers in 6 from the jump because they thought Embiid was hurt. After that first game, I really thought it was going to be Sixers in 5. Nobody could have predicted the Sixers to play that bad of a half for the Hawks to overcome what happened. And as usual, the NBA gets the revenue out of it.
Yep. It would have been a nice game to win, but people are totally overreacting because when they win this series, no one's going to be talking about game 4, game 3. No one gives a shit. You're on to the next round. No one cares about the last series. We're not talking about the Wizards series when we lost the 1 game, are we? No, I don't give a shit. You're going to lose a game. You're going to have bad games. You might as well get the damn bad games out right now before, because you can't have it these games come 2 weeks now.
We got to look at it this way. Game 5 now. It's at the Wells Fargo Center. You've been the best home basketball team over the past 3-4 years. That's a real stat. If you want to look at stats, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
We hardly ever lose at home. Wells Fargo is going to be bumping. Evan's going to be keep on. I'm sorry, I just got distracted a little. Game 5 is going to be bumping. The Wells Fargo Center is going to be bumping. Joel Embiid, if he plays, is going to put up a 40-piece. Ben Simmons is going to give you a triple-double. Trae Young's going to shoot 30% from the field. He's going to give you his 14 as fake assists. The Atlanta Hawks are going to be a turnover machine on Wednesday night at 7:30. And then guess what? We're going back to Atlanta Friday night, and we're ending it at 6. We're taking their hearts. We're taking their souls. We're going to finish them, in the famous words of Mortal Kombat, come Friday night. And I don't want to guarantee it because I hate guaranteeing shit. That's why I was a little hesitant after the game 1 loss, because I wanted to say Sixers and 5. And quite honestly, it really should be a Sixers and 5. But you know, that's another cliche term in Philadelphia. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. You know. But look, it happened. It is what it is. You know.
Yep. I don't see the Sixers losing in front of the crowd again. That was embarrassing, and I don't think so. I think they rout them. Because Atlanta can't have 2 good games in a row. That's how they play.
Damn, we got a lot.
Good. Torrey Green, you're a hater. Get the fuck out of here. Bitch ass.
Tesh. Refs were clearly biased for Philly as well. Mike Scott emoji. Trae got slapped in the fucking face, and they blew the whistle 5 seconds later. Like, we got. Okay, you're a hater. You're a fucking hater.
Welcome to podcast, by the way, for everybody who's.
We
do this every Monday at 9:30.
We have a lot of new faces in this chat. We have a lot of haters in this chat, which I like.
Hey,
I love roasting our haters. I love it. But if you truly think that the referees were biased for Philly, I question how many brain cells you have, dude. I really do. Like, do you want to give me an example? Like, you want me to give examples? Because that one call over the back on Ben Simmons, that was the first fucking legitimate call that he got besides hack at Ben. And every single time he takes it to the rim, he gets slapped, and there's no call. Now, he's probably not going to make the free throws, but still, it's the first call he fucking got all series.
Yeah. With how many fouls have been given up, I'm surprised no one's fouling out. I haven't seen a foul out in a while.
Yeah.
Bias, weak show. Damn, Tori, you commenting still on you're commenting on our show still though. So apparently you're enjoying
his revenue, Tori.
Thank you.
Yeah. Joey, I don't know. They were terrible on both ends. But we all know that the NBA is thrilled that they get that extra game. They are thrilled that they get that extra revenue. There was a few times tonight also that Embiid literally got annihilated in the paint, and there was not a call.
He did. Half of them were flops.
There was missed travels all over the place. And I said it during the live reaction, during the show.
Yep.
Why isn't this series being officiated like the Bucks Nets series? Because it doesn't fit the agenda of the NBA. If it was officiated like the Bucks and Nets series, it would have been rout in game 1, a rout in game 2, a rout in game 3, and a rout in game 4. It would have been sweep, get the brooms out if it was officiated like the Bucks and Nets series are being officiated. You're telling me that a game that was 86-83 wasn't being officiated like it was 1995? If we get referees that officiate the game like it's 1995, it'd be 172 every single
get a flagrant one. Lord Walker, I agree. Ben, I feel like it's like that with almost every player. If a player is big and they're just like a big guy and they make a foul that a small guy couldn't make, you know what I mean? They're just a lot more powerful than the other guy. And I think they look at that and say one's more fair than the other, which that's absolute bullshit.
Yeah. Joel been getting all the calls. Yeah, because he gets hacked every time.
Yeah.
Mr.
Everyone
Mr.
wants to
Green.
say Embiid, like Embiid this and Embiid that. Like he's been getting fouled all year on purpose because nobody can actually guard Embiid. Nobody. There's no big man that can legit guard Embiid.
Matisse did not foul out, and he had 2 personal fouls. Try again. He fouled out last game. I don't know if you're looking at stats from last game or if you just want to chime in and never mind. And Embiid always looks goofy with his flops. We said it during the live show. When he went up and got fouled with less than a minute left, we didn't like that because it was clearly going to be called a foul. You should have went up strong, and you had a chance at an N1.
Yeah.
To tie the game. They do call it though, Tori. So I don't know why. Okay. All right.
Get her out.
Yeah, Bill. Question. Did Embiid look right to you? And is it Doc or him for not going to the hole? Nobody can stop him when he does. I mean, I feel like he did. He shot 0 for 12 from the second half, so he clearly didn't have it tonight. The whole team had it in the first half, and then the second half came. This is exactly what happened. And people are going to get us worked up. People are going to get us worked up because they want to troll us. They love when Philadelphia fans get all emotional. And trust me, I've fallen for it. I've fallen through it for 5 years maybe since I got into the social media perspective of things.
Yeah. I get into it with fans in the Bleacher Report. Yeah. I get into it.
Oh, yeah. I had to unfollow Bleacher Report and Sports Center.
Yeah.
And, I had to unfollow all them because I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it anymore.
After the Kawhi shot, I've unfollowed most. Like ESPN, NBA, like I can't follow any. I can't.
Yeah. And Washington, before we get into Bill's question, it's not hard to hit a like button, even if you're being a hater. Just give us a like so that we can keep on doing this. I know it's amusing you, the haters, to see us all worked up. If you want to see us keep going and see us get worked up even more, hit the like button, all right? Thank you.
Hit it.
Yeah, Embiid didn't look right. Embiid didn't look right at all. He needs.
It was just after him going out, he was a little lackadaisical. So
I mean, he came back in the second half. It still looked good. Like the Hawks tried to go on their little run in the second half or in the second quarter, and then once the starters went back in, Philadelphia. We went on this huge 17-3 run. Like that means something.
Yeah.
Those 4 guys, Embiid, Harris, Ben, and Seth, you're going to need to find that 5th guy. And we really need Matisse Thybulle to step up. We need him to start hitting his threes like Danny Green can. And here's another thing. Danny Green has been putrid on the offensive side of the ball during this series.
Yeah, he has been.
And Matisse Thybulle is a better defender than Danny Green. So you're not really missing much if you just give Matisse those minutes. Like, that's what I don't understand about Doc's thought process here. Like, it couldn't get any worse.
I don't even know.
Than the way and I'm not slighting Danny Green at all because he's been through wars. He's been through wars.
Sorry, I was about to sneeze. No, dude, I agree. This thank you. They just gotta end this all because the media's taking this they're gonna take it too far. There's gonna be people saying all this bullshit, overreacting. It's not bad. You're gonna lose games. It happens. I mean, we went toe to toe with the Raptors a few years ago, who took us to 7 games and ended up winning the championship. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
After only beating us, I mean, who would have really thought? So.
Yep. It was only because of the turnover difference, a couple less with who they win. Simple. Yeah. With Bill, I don't think it's only because of the turnover. Turnover is a big part of it. That second half is a big part of it. But there's a lot more that killed us. Ben Simmons gave you 2 points in the second half. Joel Embiid went 0 for 12 from the field in the second half. Tobias Harris turned into the friendly ghost again.
Yep.
Seth Curry didn't really show up in the second half.
Nope.
Doc Rivers didn't play Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, they got to
a lot of shit is the reason why we lost this game and it's 2-2. But there's no reason to overreact. There's no reason to let these fucking trolls get into your head.
Yeah. It's nonsense, honestly.
Dwight Howard did not have a good game.
I thought he did.
I don't think
He was out there. He wasn't playing. He wasn't. I thought he had. What did he have? 7 points, 10 rebounds.
it's just the inconsistency. He needs to be that consistent veteran anchor for that second unit.
Mhm.
I feel like the second unit has to revolve around him because Doc Rivers changes the second unit all the time. Nobody knows who the true guy is, whether it's Furkan, Shake, Tyrese. Tyrese Maxey needs to run that second unit.
He does. He does. I mean, George Hill's been doing an okay job, but
He stinks.
I feel like Tyrese can give you more. Honestly, I think he can give you more.
He could.
And George Hill's defense is getting a little overrated. Honestly,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah. Philly Sports Passion, another colleague of mine of Ben's legal team. You need to relax. We got the Hawks best in the second half. They're the desperate team. Yeah. Here's the bottom line. This series is 2-2 right now, and the Hawks are fighting for their lives. That has to tell you something. They were fighting for their lives over the past 2 games in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And they had the advantage. They had the home court advantage then.
Yep.
Because it was 1-1. They stole one from us.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason why they should have been fighting for their lives. They should not have been the desperate team. But you know what? You know why they're the desperate team? Because they're not a contender yet. Maybe they will be, but they need to improve their defense significantly.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
The only reason why they held us to 38 points in the second half is because we didn't show up on the offensive side of the ball.
Exactly. We shot our way out. They didn't play that great defense. We literally just shot ourselves out of that game.
Yeah. Jason, we said it. Korkmaz should not be playing 25 minutes. I said it in February. He should not be playing 25 minutes when it comes to the fucking Eastern Conference semifinals.
I feel like he is better off the bench, though. For sure.
All right. And the average age of our 2 cornerstones are 25. So what's your point? Like, I don't understand your point right there. Ben Simmons is 24. Joel Embiid is 26. And if you want to throw Tobias in there, he's 28.
Yeah.
So the average age of our cornerstone stars is 26, if you want to throw Tobias in there.
Yep.
So get that bullshit out of here, dude.
Yeah.
We are so lucky.
The average age doesn't actually matter. Now that I think of it, so lucky DeAndre Hunter isn't playing.
Dude, I'd be so scared if DeAndre Hunter was in the fucking lineup for the Hawks.
Wow.
I'd be shaking.
Get
the fuck out of here, dude.
Get out, bro. Who's mans? Who's mans? Get this guy out of here. Florida State's ass. Florida State's ass, boy. Shut up.
Damn, with the dagger. With the dagger.
The Hawks are here to stay.
Well, first you said 24, now you say 22. So what is it?
We're going down.
The Hawks aren't here.
Average age goes down or up every single year for a team. You draft a guy or you sign an old ass dude. Like that, it's gonna fluctuate every single year. We could have got younger guys, but we chose to just get experience. And I don't know why probably the 2 games they're gonna win this series really matters that much with age.
Yeah. This is a good question. Let's blank out all the trolls for a little bit. This is a serious question. Are we still confident in the Sixers in Game 5 if Joe is playing and he shows up the way he showed up tonight?
Mm-hmm.
You can answer that first, and then I'll hop on to that.
Are we talking like how are we talking? Are we talking like the exact Embiid we had tonight? Like
yeah, if he plays like this tonight, do you still think we win Game 5?
I think so, honestly, because he did pretty decent in the first quarter when he was in, and it was just we had a 20-point lead when he wasn't even on the court.
Yeah.
So it's more just have your consistent pieces off the bench and have them do what they have to do, and then we'll be fine.
Yeah, and before I get into the Embiid part of it, let me just the Game 5 in general. It's in Philadelphia, right? If you
Yep.
think that all the trolls sucking off Atlanta right now, like just way in there, feeling it in your you know what. For everybody that thought Atlanta was rocking tonight,
Feel it in your dick.
for all the people that thought Atlanta was rocking tonight, you don't know what rocking is when it comes to the Wells Fargo Center, because the Wells Fargo Center is going to be bumping.
See you in the P. That's what it is.
So let me answer the Joe part of it. If Joe shows up and plays the way he played on Wednesday night, there's no reason why he should have won MVP. He's the MVP, isn't it? He had one bad game. If he shows up the exact same way he showed up tonight, he doesn't deserve to be MVP. It's that simple. And if you're hurt, if you're injured, don't play. Because that gives your team enough time to realize, look, our MVP's not playing. Tobias, it's time to show up. Ben, it's time to show up. Dwight, we need a big game from you tonight.
Yep.
And if they want to play small ball, let's play small ball. Put Ben at the 5. I'm not worried at all. I'm not worried at all.
Yeah.
I'm not worried at all.
Embiid will be playing. I have full confidence that Embiid will be fine, and he will be playing. So, yeah, he's not going to have another game like that. There's no way. I mean, when you really look at it, it wasn't one of his. That wasn't a terrible game. You just didn't close it out.
Yeah.
If he would have hit like the last, I think 3 shots he took in the fourth quarter, we wouldn't have been talking like this. So, I don't know.
All right, Embiid probably had his worst playoff performance, and we almost won. Yeah, it's that simple. It's that simple. And Reggie, they're not fans of the other team. They're trolls. They're trolls. That's what it is. Well, like if you have an Atlanta Hawks logo as your freaking thing, and you're coming in flying, yeah, I give you all the props in the world. Good win. You needed that win. It was a must win for you, and you got it. But these people are trolls. They're not here to give valid, logical basketball conversation. They're here to troll us, to get reaction out of us. And maybe they are, maybe they aren't. That's up to you guys to decide. Are they getting reactions out of us? I don't know.
I just think it's funny, to be honest, because when they win this series, then everyone's gonna make the same exact comments if we lose against the Nets. Like if we lose one game against the Nets, the trolls will be back. So I ain't worried.
Yeah, no, it's all right. It's all right. Like if you're a legitimate supporter of the Atlanta Hawks, all right. But when you keep commenting comment after comment after comment, it's a troll. It's a troll job. It is.
It is.
Sixers are obviously winning the series. Yeah, they're winning in 6. But everybody's lying if they don't think this Embiid injury could catch up to him during the next month of ball. It's a valid point, P-Mac. It's a valid point. Yep. I think if he was legitimately hurt, they would be sitting him out. You know how much precaution this Philadelphia 76ers gives their players. They're young players. He's still 26. He's young. We're not at the age of 28, 29 yet where you start winning championships with our cornerstoners. Yeah. Tobias Harris isn't even 29 yet. They would be given an extreme amount of precaution if this was like, I know it's a pretty serious injury. It's a freaking slight meniscus tear. I think he'll be fine. I think the reason why he played the way he did in the second half was because he thought that we had the win. And like Evan said, he was playing very lackadaisical. He was playing very laid back. He wasn't himself. He was trying to preserve his body, which is a big mistake. He should have stayed out the rest of the game if he wanted to play like that. It's just that simple. And if that happens, Matisse gets more minutes to shut them down on the offensive side of the ball, shut down their momentum.
Yeah. Dude, I agree.
Like we speak logic. Trolls don't speak logic. They speak they speak like this. They don't do sentences. And Tyler brings up a great point. I was about to mention the Toronto series because that was a seesaw the whole freaking time. And that was when we were 21 and 23 years old with our young guys. 22, 24 years old with our young guys. There's no need to panic. And guys, we do appreciate all the new faces in this chat. We love you guys all, even the trolls. You give us something to joke about even through tough times. Catch us next week on the Phlite Zone. Catch us every week on the Phlite Zone. Catch us on A2D. Catch us everywhere. Catch all the other shows on A2D. It was a fun time tonight. Even though we caught the L, there's no reason to panic. There's no reason to hit that panic button. Wells Fargo is going to be rocking come Wednesday night. And if you don't believe that, you're a troll.
Just wait. Just wait and see. Just wait and see.
Look, I'm going to keep the same energy that I had after the game 1 loss. I don't know about everybody else, but it's fine. It was a freak win by Atlanta. There has not been a game in this playoff where we lost and it was we lost because they were the better team.
Yeah,
we lost because we killed ourselves.
Yeah, it's really just us that when you think about it, our lineup and the team we have right now, our hardest competitor, like it's ourselves. We can't really think of any other team like you. That's the only thing that can stop us is ourselves.
Yeah,
we have so much potential that's like that,
and they're young. That's why they can't get over that playoff hump. Every fucking playoff game matters, especially in the Eastern Conference semifinals. That could be a very underrated series to try and take. Like, I feel like a lot of players underrate the importance of the second round.
Yeah,
the second round pedestals you to get to that jump, because once you get to the Eastern Conference Finals, once you get to the finals, you're just riding all the adrenaline.
For sure.
Winners are made in the second round of the playoffs. Marshawn Lynch, you do start Matisse Thybulle in Game 5. It's not even a question.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, his offensive game isn't the best, and having him and Ben out there,
all right,
it's gonna. No, I'm not even trying to like roast Ben right now. This is honestly just facts. Like, having both of them out there, I think Doc just wants to have Furk out there just for the offensive appeal, I guess, and the 3-point shot, which Matisse can hit the three, just not on a consistent level. I mean, after today, Furk, he was okay, but the day before, the last game before that, he was doing well. So you really never know. Furk he is a better player off the bench than he is a starter. We've seen that over the past 2 years when Danny Green or JJ Redick were out a couple years before. And we've seen it. So Matisse can actually step up and hit those threes. He can solidify himself.
The only thing I have against that point with your Ben Simmons point is, if you want to look at a stat, all the stat whores, if you want to look at all of them, look at the 76ers offense when Ben Simmons is on the court. Look at their field goal percentage when Ben Simmons is on the court. Look at Ben Simmons' plus and minus when he is on the court. He makes good things happen.
Yeah.
And you can.
Jimmy, I agree.
And shove it up your ass. That's really what it is.
For the most part, I agree with you. The only thing is the 3-point shot. The 3-point shot. Furkan is going to hit more free throw or more 3-point shots than Matisse Thybulle will, and I think almost every Sixers fan will agree with that.
Yeah,
but just having that threat, Matisse Thybulle doesn't really have that threat from three. You know, teams will let him shoot that. Whereas if Furk gets hot, he's gonna do really well.
Yeah. So Howie Roseman, the guy that's calling us, that's saying we're getting too cocky, that apparently says he's a Clipper fan, which there's no real Clipper fan out there. It's literally a bandwagon. So all of your points are taken with a grain of salt in my head.
Yep.
We're struggling with the Hawks, and he says that we should stop being cocky. I don't know what games you're watching, but if you watch Game 2, if you watch Game 3, is that us struggling against the Hawks? Evan, are we struggling against the Hawks? I think we're struggling against ourselves.
We're struggling against ourselves.
Yeah.
When you really look at it, we're struggling against ourselves. Just the mental part of it, just that first game, and it's everybody. It's a collective group. It's not just the players. It's the coaching staff. Everybody needs to be clicking, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And before we hop off tonight, the Phillies are winning against the freaking Los Angeles Dodgers at the end of the third, 1-0. So
I was at the game a few days ago when Hector Neris gave us that big fat blown.
Hector nervous,
dude. I was thinking when we were talking a few months ago, I was saying Hector Neris isn't that bad. He's not terrible. And then boom, Like I watched it live, and I was just like,
Way to own up to your terrible sports take.
yeah,
Evan.
yeah.
It takes a real man to own up to a
Here
terrible
you
sports
go.
take.
But my mom, I was like, my mom absolutely hates Neris, and
Yeah.
she's like, if he blows this save, I'll literally walk out of the stadium.
Mhm.
And he blew the save, and she walked out.
Yeah.
She walked out. She didn't even care that it was only tied, but
Mhm.
that was terrible.
Yeah.
The Phillies are rolling. They've won,
They
I
are
think,
rolling.
8 of the last 10.
Yep.
So that's
Yeah.
something to look forward to. Let's just hope that stays up, and then we don't go losing like 5 in a row. But
Yeah. Nah, this is crucial.
pitching's looking well.
They need to win throughout these next 3 weeks. Keep this hot streak going into the All-Star break, and we'll be put in the driver's seat.
Yep.
The starting staff is looking good. Nola had a great outing. Zach Wheeler is our ace, and there's no doubt about it. Zach Wheeler is the top 3 pitcher in the league right now.
Mhm.
Vinny had a great start the other day. The rotation is starting to live up to its potential.
Yep.
The bullpen I think Joe needs to start managing the bullpen a little bit better. Like when he was in New York, his thing was, hey, I'm a great manager of the game. I know how to use my bullpen. He doesn't know how to use it now. So let's see if he can learn how to use the Philadelphia Phillies bullpen that he has. And I know it's bad.
Yeah.
But there's no reason why Hector Nervous should still be your closer.
No.
And
the fact that he even said like he's still our closer, just it sucks to hear.
Yeah, just hate to see. He reminds me of Brett Brown.
He does.
He really is reminding me of Brett Brown. The birthday boy chimes in. Happy birthday, Mr. Barato. Pain.
Happy birthday.
Pain. Yeah, it was a pain. It was a painful L. It was a painful night. Hopefully the Phillies can try and make it feel a little better. Ryan, come Wednesday night, Game 5. We're not going to be feeling any pain anymore because after Wednesday night, let's say around midnight, we'll all be going to bed. We'll be feeling good. Friday will come, and we're shutting it. We're shutting down this Hawks team come Game 6.
Yep.
All right, boys.
Get it.
It was a fun night. Thank you to everybody that came back on, that joined the show for the first time. We're here every single Monday night at 9:30. We got the Sports Hounds before us at 7 p.m. on Monday night. Check them out. They're a great duo. We got shows every single night. I think it's 17 shows now. Check us out. Turn on the alerts. It's been a fun time. Tyronn Lue chimes in as we're heading off, but maybe we'll get it for next time. Tyronn.
DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish. We're very lucky, guys. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Very lucky that they're not playing the Sixers. Probably would have got swept.
Yeah.
But
and the haters are still hating as we're logging off. It's all right. I love to see it. Boys, it was a fun night. Thank you, Evan, as usual. We will see each other next Monday night. Thank you, Lord Walker. Thank you, Howie, for being a troll as usual. Thank you, Ray. It was fun. Look, 10-9-8, Sixers and 6, boys. Let's go.
Let's go.